The hike in this video is about a 15-mile day hike down along the Yellowstone River. Here's Gardner, Montana, up here in the top left. The trailhead for this Yellowstone River hike starts up here at the Eagle Creek Campground. So I'll start there, hike down to the river, go along here, and I'll turn around just above Knowles Falls and hike back. Saw quite a bit of wildlife on this video, so this will give you an idea of what this hike is like at this time of year. Starting out here at the Yellowstone River Trailhead, just above Mammoth. There's the horse corrals for people that take their horses. So we head southeast down to the Yellowstone River. You can already see a lot of elk. Still dark. Lot of elk around here. I'm going to zoom out and you can see they're right on the other side of the road that takes you up to Jardine. That's where we're headed, down into the Yellowstone River. You might be able to see the trail down there. There's the first elk carcass right on the trail. This could be a little dangerous. I'm going to walk by it, but the grizzly bear are out, so I keep a good eye out for any grizzly bear around here. Got my bear spray out. So I'm not going to stick around very long. There's the old generators that they used to use to generate power for Jardine. Still heading down to the river. I haven't seen any grizzly tracks on the trail. I'm just about down to the bottom, down to the Yellowstone River, and there's two more carcasses right here. Surprised I haven't seen any grizzly bear evidence yet. It looks like a elk carcass and a deer carcass. I'm down to the Yellowstone River. It's about 2¼ miles down. Ran into 3 different carcasses on the way down, so I have to watch out for those on the way back up. Haven't seen any bear signs, bear scat, bear tracks, or anything like that yet. Must be another carcass right around here somewhere. I'm just going to stay on the trail. I'm not really out to find the carcasses. We're now at 3.4 miles down the trail. This is where you enter the park and stay in the park. For the last mile, we've been kind of going in and out of the boundary of the park. There's another carcass right there. Still haven't seen any grizzly bear, but there's so many carcasses around that they probably have plenty to eat. This one. There's a little bison on the trail. I'll try to get his attention. Okay, he knows I'm here, so I'm in good shape. I'll just kind of go on around him there. I don't like to disturb him very much. I actually think I'll just go down around him down through here. This is one of the campgrounds up here on the Yellowstone River Trail. see some elk up on top. Okay, now I have a little bit of a dangerous situation. Right there's a bridge. Right over that little hump right there is the elk carcass and the deer carcass. They're fairly fresh. They have a lot of meat on them. They're concealed, which makes it dangerous. If there's a grizzly bear on there, I'm going to have to be very careful because I don't want to surprise him on the carcass. So if I was to try to, let's see, go up around here, that could be a bad idea also. If he's not on the carcass, he's going to be laying up in the trees there, maybe sleeping during the day. Surprisingly, sleeping grizzly bear can be extremely dangerous. And then the other thing is the wind is coming towards me into my face. So if I tried to use bear spray, I'll end up spraying myself. So bear spray is almost out of the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here for 15 minutes, observe the area. I can't see the carcasses because they're in the trees. So I'm just going to observe the area. If I see nothing, then I'm going to take my chance, stay on the trail, and hike past the carcass. Normally, I would never approach a carcass that I know is there in a concealed situation like that. It could be very dangerous. Well, it's time to go. I haven't seen any activity. One thing I've been doing is watching very carefully for any grizzly tracks, but as you can see on this hard surface, it's almost impossible to see them. So, just have to be really careful. Still see no bear. Now most people would tell you to yell, make a lot of noise. I've done that in the past a few times, and that has never worked out well. Yelling is out of the question for me. Okay, right there's the carcasses. So I'll put my camera away and just quickly move through the area. Okay, the first carcass we saw this morning is right up in those trees. The wind conditions are perfect this time. If I went that way, hopefully the bear would smell me if it was paying attention. And if I had to use bear spray, it's perfect conditions for bear spray. But I'm going to avoid going over by that carcass again, and instead I'm going to hike right up through there and over the top. Okay, I've been going straight up the hillside, and right here is another carcass. Not too much left of this one. This one is a deer. So the two carcasses by the bridge were right down there. You see the bridge. Then the first carcass that we saw this morning is right down there. And I avoided that one this time by going up and around. Came up through there. And now I intersect the trail right up there. Well, I'm back. According to my Garmin GPS, 2,951 vertical feet and 15.43 miles.